Hi everyone, Hannah Rosenberg here with another episode of Drinking Through the Bible. We are standing in a really interesting place. We are in the desert. The desert is not just a place that is deserted. This is actually the beginning of life. This is the beginning of the Israelite people. The Israelite people came into the land of Israel for the first time right behind me, where the Jordan River comes, the middle of the African-Syrian Rift Valley, the continental divide between us, where we're standing here in Israel, and Asia. It's a massive divide. You can see the Jordan River going right through, and the Israelite people cross over. What's one of the first cities that they conquer? It's a city right behind me. This is Jericho. Jericho, the lowest city in the world, most likely the oldest city in the world that has been inhabited for a very, very long time. This is an amazing city. A lot of things have happened here besides just the Israelites walking around the city for 7 days, and on the seventh day they blow their trumpets and the walls fall down. On top of that, this is also where Jesus passes through. This is where Jesus comes, and he is coming to heal people. He passes through the city of Jericho, and Zacchaeus he's curious about who this person is, so he climbs on top of a sycamore tree and he listens to Jesus preach. Zacchaeus he's a tax collector, and this changes his whole world. This is also later on where Jesus is going to come back, go to the Mount of Temptations, and be tempted for 40 days and 40 nights. This is a huge thing with history. But let's continue seeing other things that we can possibly look at. Coming over this way, I know it's a little bit hazy, but imagine right behind me, you can see the mountains of Jordan on the other side of our valley. We have the Jordan River in between us, which is pretty much the borderline between us and the Hashmonite Kingdom of Jordan. Again, this is where the Israelites cross over. This is also where Jesus meets John the Baptist. John the Baptist is then going to baptize Jesus for his first time, and he's going to start his whole time preaching. This is also where Elijah is going to go, and he's going to go up in the chariot of fire. We are all very, very, very familiar with that story. But not only that, this location is even more unique. If we walk around this way a little bit more, we are on a major intersection for the ancient world, for the modern world, for everything. If you look at where I'm standing, I'm actually standing on top of bunkers, on trenches, where the Israeli military, after we conquered the land of Israel, we were so afraid that we were going to get attacked by the Arab nations, we put an outpost right here, looking over this major highway, Highway 1 into Jerusalem. Jerusalem, our capital, the concrete home of us. So we put an outpost right here just to make sure everything was safe. This is where the soon-to-be King David ran away from Saul, going into the desert and fleeing. And this is where we finally come back to. So with all of that, come follow me. Let's go down to the Jordan River and continue our story from there. Welcome everyone. We have now got into Kasr el-Yehud, which is the Jordan River Baptismal site. This is a beautiful location right here, very peaceful and calm, a little strange though, because no one is here. In our regular tourism season, we have thousands of people coming here every single day. But why are they coming to this location? What makes it so special? If we open up the Bible, you can see from multiple places. This is where the Israelites came in and crossed over the river for the first time, entering the promised land. This is also the baptism site of Jesus. So I'm going to read a nice little passage for you guys. It's from the book of Matthew, chapter 3. When Jesus came from the Galilee to John at the Jordan to be baptized by him, and John tried to prevent him, saying, "I need to be baptized by you, and you are coming to me." But Jesus answered and said to him, "Permit it to be so now, for thus it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness." Then he allowed him. When he had been baptized, Jesus came up immediately from the water, and behold, the heavens were opened to him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting upon him. And suddenly a voice came from heaven saying, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." So according to the traditions, this is as accurate as we can get to the spot where this event would have actually happened, in the water that is right here. But more importantly, on top of all of that, we are on the border. We are on the African-Syrian Rift Valley that I was speaking about earlier. On the other side of the hill right over here, you can even see the wooden platforms. That's Jordan. the Hashmonite kingdom of Transjordan. We're in a very peaceful location, but it's only been under Israeli control on this side since '67. And this site was only open to us in 2011 for people to come and enjoy a dip in the water. It looks like it's not so much looking at the Jordan River. It looks like a teeny little stream, but trust me, it changes all over time. Where I'm standing, if we were here in 2013 when I was on guard duty as a soldier, the water was above my head. We even have a little placard over here showing you how high the water was. In the flash floods they get into this region, it changes everything constantly, so this place is always being renovated and changed and cleaned and fixed back up. This is also an area that we're very much in peace. We have peace with Jordan and we're able to communicate very well. I remember even during my army service, we had a really funny event. They ran out of Coca-Cola on their side. They wanted Coca-Cola on our side. So they tossed me over some money. I bought them a Coca-Cola. I came back over and we're like, I can't throw this bottle over to you. What are we gonna do? He took one of his people that were getting baptized. I took one of mine, and they met in the middle of this teeny tiny river over here, passed over the Coca-Cola, and he was able to enjoy it. Very much of a peaceful place that we have here. So with that, let's get out of this heat and enjoy a nice cold drink after this. Come join me back in Jerusalem. Hi everyone, welcome back to Jerusalem. We're finally out of that heat. I hope you enjoyed our overview of Jerusalem and our look at the Jordan River and our talkings about what happened in the Bible over there. I hope you guys will like, subscribe, and follow me throughout the country to learn a lot more. But for now, cheers everyone, l'chaim. Let's get some hydration in us now. Bye.